Hey YouTube, Mark King here. Here's a story from BBC News. It's okay. I'll just say it. Pandemic wreaks havoc in African American neighborhoods. Okay, all right. So it. Okay, all right. So this is read it, and we'll get to it. Stark statistics from Chicago Health Services have underscored the heavy toll uh, of pandemic on Black Americans. Hmm, interesting. Usually you see black with a capital B. That's interesting. Anyway, black Chicagoans, okay, if you want to phrase it like that, account for half of the virus cases in the city and more than 70% of the deaths, despite 30% of the population. My goodness, wow. Other cities with large black populations have become hotspots. Okay, well, they're seeing a pattern there. Let's see. The U.S. has recorded nearly 370,000, wow, 70,000, almost 11,000 deaths. What was that, like a 2%, 1% death rate so far? Anyway, globally, there have been nearly 75,000 deaths and 1.3 million cases. So, what do Chicago stats show? Okay, as of April 5th, 18,024 out of Chicago's 4,680 confirmed what was it, 824, like 1,025, okay, were black residents. So that's about, boy, was that 30%? 40%, around that 40%? Yeah. That compared to 874 for whites, 478 for Hispanics, and 126 for Asians. Chicago has seen a total of 90 deaths as of Sunday, with 72% of them being black. That's a very high. Again, it could be, it just okay, it could be a genetic difference. Okay, it could be. Okay, the disparity is. Let's see how they spin it though. The disparity is reflected across the state, where black people account for 41% of the deaths, despite making up 14% of the population of Illinois. Okay, so they live 8.8 years shorter. Yes, because it's the crime rates. Let me not give it away. May a life of positive curfews in areas where people gather outside liquor stores. So they're phrasing it that nicely, aren't they? Okay, we all know what they're really trying to say. Okay, liquor stores in certain neighborhoods. Okay, all right. So, what's the picture nationally? Make up 40% of the population. They account for 33% of the deaths, 41% of the deaths. Okay. 33% of cases and 41% of the deaths. Okay. Residents account for 23% of recorded cases in Michigan and 20%. Okay, so here's the thing, right? You don't know how often like the blacks will go to the doctor if they ignore the symptoms, so on and so forth. You don't know where the hospital is located, so there are a lot of variables in here. So let's see how they spin it. Let's just check how they spin it, okay? Detroit, Michigan is, wow, 80% black. I did not know that. And the city, together with surrounding suburbs, account for 80% of the cases. Well, my goodness, wow. Well, it kind of matches. Isn't what they really want for these percents to match? A similar disparity emerged in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, one of the most segregated cities. African Americans make up for almost half. See, I wonder why they changed it from blacks to African Americans. Yeah, I wonder why. Huh. African American make up almost half the Milwaukee City's nearly 1,000 cases as of Friday, and 81% of its 27 deaths. After the math in my head, great. This is like 2023 or something like that. Despite people accounting for 26% of the population. Okay, so alright, this story is just blacks are more affected, and it's a they're wondering why. I'm sure that's like racism. Okay, it said diabetes, which is heavy in the black community. Heart disease also prevalent in the black community. That could very well be. That's actually a great explanation. I'm glad she took that route. Dr. Arwadi told reporters that even if everyone in the city did have access to a doctor, That's the okay. We will still see a significant health disparity because of food deserts and lack of walkable streets. Okay, so this food deserts. Okay, deserts. Okay, I was thinking desserts. Food deserts. So they're hmm they're they're claiming because not enough grocery stores are in black neighborhoods. Okay, that's an interesting way to spin it. Racial economic disparities are being amplified. Okay, so they're trying to say black people are more affected, but they don't really say reasons why. And it could be habits also, right? It could be habits, right? So again, I've seen there are differences. There are definitely differences in the way blacks approach things, whites approach things, Asians approach things. There are differences. Latinos approach things. Okay. A lot of the reckless behavior I've seen in the school system has come from those without fathers. Okay, not every time, but it's more likely. Okay, I'm guessing this was going on here. The without well advice from fathers, the boys. I can also explain the high. I haven't seen a study though, like high infection rates in men could also be those from single father homes or those things. So it's they're trying to say they're not telling the complete truth, right? It's just their differences, okay? The differences in people who people wash hands or often wash hands, if the ability to read and comprehend information about watching habits. Blacks tend not to really watch news as much. They tend to be on. Okay, when I was younger, every single time I feel I went to a friend's house, the station was always on BT. There I said, okay, it was always on BT. So there's clearly a cultural difference that could be at play also. But again, they're trying to pass responsibility to gather votes, and it's wrong. All right, this is just a look at the differences with race. I danced around it a little bit too, but you understand what I'm trying to say, I assume. All right, they're just complete differences in how people approach things. Okay. All right, guys, take care, share, save, subscribe. I hope you liked it. I hope you found it interesting. The numbers were just it's a lot of numbers to take in there. This article need to tone down all the numbers. To be honest with you, focus on one number set. Anyway, it's a decently written story. It's a shame I didn't find the writer, but anyway, take care. It's from BBC.com, and it's a very well written article, very informative. Alright, guys, take care, share, save, subscribe, use the story. Yeah. Bye.